The supplement industry makes billions every year, but do we really need them? A week ago I was doing my usual morning routine when I realised I was running low on my daily supplements. As I sat down to order some more, I had a thought. What if I didn't order any more? Now I take my health very seriously. I have a YouTube channel dedicated to just that, and I've taken supplements religiously to ensure that I can obtain optimal health. However, since I've started taking supplements, there is one thing that I haven't tried, and that is not taking them. So I decided to stop taking supplements for the next 30 days to see what would happen. The current supplements I take are creatine for improved gym performance, ashwagandha for stress relief and improved sleep, and I also take a multivitamin, a greens powder and a fish oil to fill in any nutritional gaps. Still, I do often wonder if there are any benefits or if it's all psychological. I'm also skeptical that every year there seems to be more and more products that we must have if we want to live a happy and fruitful life.
Because in essence, Rejuvenate does for the face what exercise does for the body. And the way it does that is there's a control unit that during a facial session actually sends an impulse up to the zones in the mask and actually activates the face and skin to exercise, tighten, and tone.
And it leaves me thinking, how much of this is just clever marketing from companies looking to fill their pockets with our hard-earned cash? Marketing companies have been using clever campaigns to influence us for years. Take disposable razors, for example, which became popular during World War I, when the US military started sending Gillette shaving kits to their servicemen. However, when Gillette realized they were missing out on half the population, they created an ad campaign that basically shamed women into shaving their armpit hairs, and it worked. And you might be sitting there thinking, but I prefer my women hairless, and that might be true, or you may have just fallen victim to their clever marketing campaign, and I have too. Now, before I share my final results, I think it's vital that we talk about the most important factor when it comes to taking any supplement, and that is the placebo effect. So what is the placebo effect? The placebo effect is when a person's physical or mental health appears to improve after taking a placebo or dummy treatment. The lifters amongst you may have experienced this firsthand. You take your first scoop of creatine, you go to the gym, and you have the best workout of your life, completely oblivious that it takes about 2 weeks for creatine to be absorbed into your muscles and provide its potential benefits. However, the placebo effect is very real, and I think it's quite often underestimated how real it is. To test this theory out, there was a surgeon called Bruce Moseley who found 180 patients who had such severe knee pain that even the best drugs had failed to work. He gave half of them knee surgery and the other half placebo knee surgery. 2 years later, they checked back in on all the patients, and it turns out that the people who had the placebo surgery had the same results as the people who had actual knee surgery. I think this is important information to know before you start taking any supplement. Anyway, let's get to the results. So did I notice much of a difference over the 30 days of not taking supplements? My energy levels throughout the day stayed fairly consistent and my workouts and mood were good. The only notable impact was a disturbance with my sleep. So let's take a look at the supplements I take and the conclusions I've made. First up is ashwagandha, which I take for stress relief and improved sleep. For people new to the channel, a good night's sleep seems to be my kryptonite. And this time last year, I experienced insomnia for a couple of months, and if you've ever experienced insomnia, it's not very nice. A week after I stopped taking my supplements, I had some restless nights of sleep, and I started to get into my head thinking it was because I'd stopped taking ashwagandha. My sleep did gradually get a little bit better, but not as good as when I was taking ashwagandha. So I have no idea if I've completely placeboed myself into thinking that I need ashwagandha in order to get a good night's sleep. Next up we have creatine. Creatine is actually one of the only sports supplements that is proved by science to actually work. However, some studies have shown that up to 30% of people could be non-responders. So I could very well be a non-responder to creatine, and that's why my gym workouts weren't affected the past 30 days. Also, 30 days may not actually be enough time for the creatine to fully have left my system, and I might start to wilt away over the next couple of months, but don't worry, I'll keep you posted. And finally, we have my multivitamin, my fish oil and my greens powder. Once again, 30 days may not have been enough time for all of this stuff to fully leave my system, which is why my energy levels stay consistent throughout the 30 days. Or it could be that I eat what I consider a pretty well balanced, healthy diet, and that I actually don't need to be taking extra vitamins. So do supplements have benefits? I think the obvious answer is yes. Their main purpose is to act as a security blanket to fill in nutritional gaps in your diet. They can also be motivational. Taking your creatine powder can motivate you to hit the gym extra hard, or for me, me, taking my ashwagandha can motivate me to hit the bed extra hard. Whether it's the active ingredients in the supplement or the placebo effect, the end result is effectively the same. However, one of the possible downsides of supplements is we can become overly reliant on them. For example, you take a greens powder and a multivitamin in the morning, and this might make you more lax with your diet for the rest of the day. So I think the best advice is to use supplements as an accompaniment, not as a replacement. Also, let's not forget the cost. Most supplements aren't that expensive. However, most supplements are meant to be taken for the rest of your life. So you're basically signing up for a never-ending subscription. I definitely think supplements have their time and place, but just be aware if you're not eating right, being active, taking time to de-stress, or getting good quality night's sleep, you're probably not going to feel any benefits from taking a supplement. However, if you do have all those boxes checked off, taking a supplement could give you an extra 1 to 5% towards your goals.
During a facial toning session, the system delivers a mild impulse generated by a tiny 9-volt battery from the control unit. These impulses are directed to the specially designed gold-plated facial cushions of the patented facial mask and actually activate the face and skin to exercise, tighten, and tone through each of the 12 facial zones.